In this video, I'll just go ahead and show you why I believe that in the next 6 months, we could actually see JASMY topping right around something like 54 cents. Alright, welcome back to Crypto Front. I know you may not be feeling this, but right at this point, there are seismic changes that are happening in the market as we speak. I'm going to be showing you some charts here, I'll show you what the charts are suggesting about JASMY reaching something like 54 cents within the next 6 months. Let's start right here on the daily time frame. The video, I will ask for a subscription and like later on in the video, but for now, we need to tackle the serious business. But if I forget, obviously, just still like the video, subscribe to the channel, and do what you gotta do, right? So what we have here is the JASMY price set on the left side here, and then of course we have got the Bitcoin price back then in 2015 on the right side, and really JASMY has just been following within this structure here. And I know that somebody out there is saying that you know what, BTC is pumping, but JASMY actually is not doing anything at all. What kind of an outline is that? But these are the kind of things that you see before like huge ones that take place in this market. If it's really going to be something that changes markets, you see Bitcoin running first, and then obviously altcoins will catch up, and they pump obviously harder than BTC, but the initial move, Bitcoin happens to go alone. So yeah, I know a lot of you are worried with the recent price action that we are seeing with JASMY. I think in the last 2 days or something like that, we have dropped 12%. But let me also show you that even on this structure that we have on the right, that was also the same kind of thing that was happening back then. As you can see that, let's say, yeah, we've got this extreme that was hit right here. Also the same thing happening for JASMY. But we also noticed that, yeah, there was another pullback, which obviously didn't set a new low compared to the extreme. That's exactly what JASMY is doing right now. And I definitely think that it's not going to be such a long time before we see something like this happening here. I don't expect JASMY to set a new low here. So let me maybe give you a specific price. Something like 1.7 cents for JASMY is something that I don't see being broken in the immediate short term. Rather, I expect JASMY to continue following within this fractal. And really, as you can see, the things that we have been monitoring for, I think, a week at this point, because I showed you this one last Thursday. So if I may just go ahead and draw a sketch here, we are looking at something like this here, right? Meaning that the JASMY price would actually be able to take out 4.5 cents, which was the previous high that we were setting back then in March this year. So that's great. But now let's move on to the main price target of this bull cycle, which is right around 54 cents. And you can see also JASMY here on the left side. Then we have got the Velo price at on the right side. Really, I don't have to explain how similar these charts are. And it's thanks to this Velo chart that we were able to spot the bottom here for JASMY. And even though JASMY has crashed like 66%, 70%, whatever the case may be, still we are very much up, because this chart here on the right was indicating that JASMY would do something great. So what is the next stage that is anticipated? Should we continue following within this trajectory, is to hold the support level here for JASMY, just as Velo was holding its support level back then. And here we are expecting this strong push that we are seeing here to happen for JASMY. This hasn't happened just yet, but I think I'm very much confident because I'm looking at other things outside of the JASMY price, and they're indicating that the market is really getting ready for something huge. So before I get into those other charts, let me also show you the cup and handle formation that we are having with JASMY right now. And usually this is a bullish pattern. The way you measure your technical price targets is the depth of this cup. And let's go ahead and adjust it nice and easy. I think I had moved it like, so we are seeing that if we go ahead and break something like 4.5 cents here, which I was saying that is very much likely using the structure that I showed you from the daily chart, right? We are saying that there is a potential 17x that JASMY can do from 4.5 cents. But let's just say we are buying JASMY here at 1.8 cents. You would be anticipating something like a 40x or thing like that. I think this price target may be too high, to be honest with you, because I want to set my preliminary price target by around 54 cents. So at 54 cents, you will be anticipating something like a 29x or 28x, much more conservative than 40x, obviously. But these are the things that I'm seeing, and they are all suggesting that JASMY is bullish itself. Now, should we move away from the JASMY price chart itself? This is the gold price that you are seeing versus the Bitcoin price. And really, this is great news because gold has been on a tear of late, and it's coming to an end. That's the good news, right? Now, why is that great news? This is great news because each and every single bull run that we have had with BTC, for BTC to go ahead and set a new all-time high and really get into expansion and a great bull run, gold has to stop, right? You can see it back here in 2011. You see that BTC and gold were running together. This is the Bitcoin price, like down below there. And then you are also seeing, gold doing pretty much the same thing. But at some point, gold eventually just, decides to stop, right? Once it stops, BTC continues. doing its thing, and then it goes on to set a new all-time high. Let me show you another one real quick here. Let's get rid of this first. And what we are seeing is that in the second scenario, you see gold down below here having a very good bull run. BTC at the same time is enjoying the same bull run, right? Now at some point, gold stops, right? Which leads BTC to get into a new all-time high. So this is great. Now, even in the 2020 bull run, we were seeing the same thing. You see here, gold is having a fantastic run. At the same time, BTC is also running. But at some point, gold says, you know what, let's give way to Bitcoin. What does Bitcoin do in that period? It goes to continue and setting a new all-time high here. So this is great that they are running together right at this point. More so, I think that gold is actually doing much more of the running. BTC has kind of stopped right now. But now the thing is, the run for gold ever since 1980 is coming to an end. As you can see that it's approaching its last Fibonacci extension level there. So there is about 5 to 7% left in gold right now, in my opinion, before it kind of has some kind of a retracement. And in that retrace, this is when we are likely going to be seeing Bitcoin setting a new all-time high. What does that have to do with the JASMY price? That when BTC is setting a new all-time high, be rest assured that that money is also expanding into other things like altcoins, JASMY, ICP, Casper, the rest of those things that you obviously are holding, and everybody's going to be happy at the end of the day. So I'm cheering for gold to complete its bull run. I'm also cheering for BTC to go ahead and do its thing. Then the money starts to flow into altcoins like JASMY. So this is the kind of thing that is running in my mind at this point. And I think that all these things are going to be happening within the next 6 months. We have an election that is coming in, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks at this point. And really, these kind of things are very good catalysts for bull runs. So overall, in the worst case scenario, maybe we can expect JASMY to continue going sideways. Crashing, I don't think, is an option right at this point. The conditions are just not like that. The conditions are indicating that a lot of big things are changing, right? Things which are way bigger than the JASMY price, that are really showing that there is seismic changes happening right now. And for JASMY, yeah, we like to talk about the 50 daily moving average and stuff like that. But really, right at this point, I don't think it matters much more than what the competition between gold and Bitcoin and also the stock market is like. Now, on top of that, if we go here to the 1 weekly time frame for JASMY, we see that we are being supported right on the 50 weekly moving average. These are the kind of things that I want to see. And because of this, I was mentioning that I'm even going to be buying more JASMY. And really, sometimes I run out of words to try and, express how I'm feeling towards this kind of things. Fortunately, I remembered. So I'm going to ask you to kindly help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for JASMY updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe, because I do tier on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. We also have got this new user limited time event from our partners over there at BingX. You can win up to something like $5,450 in terms of bonuses and vouchers and a whole bunch of things that you can do if you're starting to use their exchange. And really, this is one of the greatest exchange. I like them because they are sponsoring my favorite team, which is Chelsea Football Club. So I personally felt very comfortable partnering with them. But on top of that, I mean, these are great rewards, honestly. So this is going to be lasting for 13 days from now. So you can go ahead and participate in those events using the links in the description. Finally, let me invite you to cf2git.com, cf2git.com. This is where you will be able to access the course that I made for you all summer for you to become an independent trader, and a successful one for that matter. So you can see up to 34 videos that I made, and you will be able to go ahead and learn things as fast as possible, right? We are getting into one of the most important bull runs, probably the last one, because a lot of people are talking about the recession and stuff like that. You have to maximize and learn how to do like short-term trades and things like that. So I will see you on the next one. Just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? If you like the video, don't forget to like it, share it. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.